rules. If you're affected negatively by being removed, don't feel it. Maybe the next Sunday you can get connected because I'm sure as soon as we're 100 on board, and I'm sure you'll be able to have access to coming in. And if you do not have access to come in on the forum, then you can connect on my Facebook page and Meta is of Alex Jimo, and you can get connected. And so you may be in, and your phone is giving us a tough time, and then we're going to remove you. And you're welcome online. And those of us who are coming for the first time, I'm sure those that started cryptocurrency for just the past few months have learned very bitter lessons of their life to now know that we're in a space that is diluted with a lot of ups and downs, not just because of volatility of the market, but full of wrong informations and then things that could trigger your emotions. And but by and large, they are learning stage and they're learning curve. If you stay patient, if you stay focused, I can tell you with all sincerity of heart that you can do well in this space. But I like to tell us something. Tonight, we're going to look aspects of crypto and, you know, of course, just a kind of general overview and for people to always be concerned about what we're doing for time. I just tell sometimes that, hey, if you're in crypto and your mindset is not on medium, long term, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and probably your children to come, that's transgenerational. Yeah, does that mean you should die while trying doing that, to accumulate wealth for your generation to come? No, that's not the issue. But the issue is this: if you don't have the lofty vision of long term, I can bet you with you, you will lose even the immediate term. That's the truth. I've seen it. A lot of people were fidgeting, jittering, and the market was coming down. And the whole thing behind that was the fact that people have not really prepared themselves appropriately. And that's why when the market get diluted and then they start running up and down, it's not worth it. And I can tell you it's not worth it. Either we like it or not, the market is not going to respect our emotion. So we just need to have the right tool. We need to have the right attitude. We need to have the right strategy and work with your pattern. As a matter of fact, work with your pattern. Get the tools. Work with it. And most importantly, develop yourself. Always goes towards, there is nothing you put in yourself for personal development that is too expensive. Develop yourself at all time, unless you're not seeing this space as a business. If you're not seen as a business, you will come in as a gambler. And I can tell you, you will run away when the chips will be down, as people will not understand the reality, as people will be finding it difficult to understand what actually they are doing. So if you are not in this space with better understanding, man, I can tell you, you may have a lot of issues. So, ladies and gentlemen, we talk crypto, we want to build ourselves, but one thing we work against so seriously is Ponzi scheme. Be very careful, beware of Ponzi scheme. They are everywhere, and they're always working as a matter of fact. Now, Ponzi scheme is not a new phase. It only have different dimensions. Ponzi scheme can never be stopped. Yeah, just know that. Somebody say, hey, can we stop it? No, you can't stop it because the players, those people credit and people always want it will be there and you can't rule it out. So people have to be available to subscribe to Ponzi scheme and people have to be there to be so wicked to create Ponzi scheme. So they are there and they know that people are so gullible and people are ready to go in with everything of their life into Ponzi scheme on the name of getting percentage. All right, very quickly, I'm going to go in now to just show us why do you think the market is not over? I was telling somebody the other day that technically, either you like it, wait tell somebody technically, looking at the chart, yeah, I'm not going for technical analysis anymore. I'm going to show us something. Yeah, so let me go here. Yeah, there we go. Now, if you look at it technically on your market, coin gecko, sorry, where is this? Right, coin market cap. Okay. Right. So now you are in cryptocurrency, and you can tell yourself that this space had no respect for anyone. All right. And I always tell friends that either you like it or not, the market will always present profit and collect profit. But where's the profit coming from and where's the profit going to? It now depends on the players and how you play your game in the space. Now, the last when we've been doing, not necessarily those of us who are not deal with me, but you see that some of those are Sundays. We mentioned some coins that ordinarily, either you know how to trade or not, you could just get them, right? And when you get them, you'll be fine. And you make money on them, right? Now, but the point is that how many persons actually know what they wanted in the crypto space? Good number of people come into crypto by news, and they heard that people are making money, and so for that, they want to make money. Yeah, you're going to make money, but if you're not careful, all the money you made, you're going to lose them back to the market because you can eat your cake and have it, and that's where plan comes in, right? If you look at it by daily or by weekly, whatever, yeah, we are bearish, right? And like, okay, market is trying to take off. Okay, let's go to the trading view. Now, I was telling a lot of friends last week before market was coming down. I'll say, hey, you know what? The market has no respect for anyone. And so for that, stay aside, less your trade. Don't trade too much. Don't expose yourself so much to the market. Even though the market recovered, from the low price of 30,000 and then back up to 40,000, I knew that the market was not yet ripe to take off. Why? Simple technical stuff was that the volume was very, very nothing. There wasn't volume, to push on with the energy. Now, anything you are doing in the market, always pay attention to Bitcoin. When you can get the direction of Bitcoin effectively, then you're fine. But if you cannot, as a matter of fact, if you cannot get the direction of Bitcoin effectively, then you are in for issues. Because Bitcoin is not going to plan with you when it's going to take a move up, a move down, yada, 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 and then everybody just like guess, oh, the market is going to go down. I'm selling off my coin now. Everybody sell off. And then somebody twisted with me the other day. He said, hey, Felix, I just want to sell my coin now. I said, well, I'm not sure it's the right time for you. The coin you never sold before when the market was up, now this is panic sell. Yeah, fine. He may want to say, hey, I want to cut loss. That's not true. You're not cutting any loss. You are panic selling because the market was about trying to recover. For me, what I expected this market probably, there are too many factors that would not allow the market to move very well. But don't rule it out that those factors may be taken off. Number one, there's a long holiday. Yeah, we're still holiday till next week, Monday, and so there's a long holiday. Even in America, there's a long holiday. Now, that could be a factor that the recovery level of Bitcoin that should get up to maybe 40 to $42,000, which we're still bearish even at $42,000. Now, you've heard a lot of technical indicators giving you that we're not bearish if we're able to return back above $42,000. Yeah, somewhere here. Yeah, and eventually come up here. Yeah, up to $45,000. That means we're recovering. Yeah. Now that, so as far as we're below here, 42,000, 45,000 below, we're totally bearish. Okay, so if we can break up over and eventually the bag up to here, the previous breakdown over here for the $9,000, then we say, okay, we're up. Then the next we'll be battling with is over here, you know. And that was the last time where we said, if the markets drop from here, we are down. Because why? There were a lot of people and then taking profit and all of that. So market to bounce back should not go below 59,000. And but the guy go low. And then eventually we'll say, okay, we're waiting anything at 42, $47,000 or right here, or 45, 40, $50,000. Yeah, remember, if we go below $50,000, and man, game is over. And then that's why you need to see now we are totally bearish. Now let me go here. Sorry. I'm not doing any technical analysis for us. Just to show us, certainly what's going on. And how you need to prepare yourself so you don't get carried away or get freaked by so many noise around and people tell you, you know what, in the market, you'll get this a month, you'll get that. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry. I need to sanitize the environment. Yeah. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, now what I'm saying is that everything you are doing in the market, pay attention, right? Pay attention to Bitcoin movement. And so you don't get caught unaware as far as BTC is struggling. Every other coin are watching Bitcoin as their watchdog. They use Bitcoin to determine their movements. Okay. So BTC is not moving very well. Now they too are having problems. So, but nevertheless, take note of something very, very important. For the fact that BTC is down does not mean there are coins that will not move. We call something hidden tokens. They are called hidden tokens. In fact, they move when BTC is down, but they are very rare. And you can only trade those type of coins by information. So if you don't have the right information, you won't have access to those coins, right? And that's what you need to understand. Now, anyone is free to tell you with their technical indicators and all of that. Now, technically, we should recover back to about $39,000, $41,000 by this week we're entering into. But this is a challenge. The challenge is this, because if we're going to break down so crazily, now the speed will have been more higher. Market have been struggling within a cycle, within a chance, in like a consolidations and all of that. And after a long consolidation, two things can happen: violent up or violent dip. And if we make a violent dip and break below 30,000, guys, we're going to 20,000. That is not how. We're going to 20,000, but after the 20,000, can there be a bound? Yeah, it can be a rebound and over probably got up to 39,000. But listen, or 37,000. Once BTC start doing that, I just know that, for this cycle, the game was over. The game is over. Then I need to just prepare myself and stay aside and be doing a kind of opportunist trading. until probably towards the end of the year to see the continuation of the cycle, and probably still able to get yada yada. Or we enter into total bear market maybe the next halving. Now, but factor one that I want us to pay attention to, because when you're trading Bitcoin or cryptocurrency generally, I've always told us you must have a pattern, and that's why, especially for those guys who are very new, you're welcome. You are watching us live on YouTube, on Facebook, or wherever. Now, what I always advise people is that the cryptocurrency, it's a business that you take seriously, but it's not an investment. Somebody say, "Hey, no, it's not an investment; it's an opportunity." Now, but the point is this: you have to have the right tool, and the tool you have are soft tools. Yeah, but they are very sacrificial in nature because you need to pay attention, just learn, and all that. But it's fun. It's pretty fun. But one thing I love in it, it disciplines you. It teaches you a lot of hard things. You just be so deaf to things that has to do with emotion. And then for anyone who is very salary minded, will not enjoy cryptocurrency. All right. And that's why it is easy for them to go join those Ponzi scheme. I want to make money every day, every week, every month, and all of that. No, it's not working that way. So you have to, as a matter of fact, help yourself out to learn basic. Now, technically, we're bearish. All right. But it's one aspect of technical indicators that we're bearish. And what aspect of that technical indicator is exchange indicators. Now, on the exchange activities, we're bearish. But on the on-chain technical analysis, we're bullish. Now, there are a lot of holding volumes of Bitcoin, right, on Glassnode, an on-chain market analysis. But in the guise of trading view and all of that, checking all the, going to Binance, going to this, there are a lot of selling pressure. There are a lot of people getting afraid to get into the market, and holding their money into USDT. If had some YouTubers who twisted, I saw one guy, I think this guy, BitBoy, said a few hours ago, say, hey, you know what? I'm just out of Bitcoin. I've sold my coins and all of that. Now, but please don't get it wrong. If he tells you that, it doesn't mean he's not holding Bitcoin. That's what you need to understand. It doesn't mean the guy is not holding Bitcoin. What it means is that as long as the one is trading is off. Yeah? Yeah, but has he sold off his Bitcoin? No. It means I'm just taking profit. I'm off trading for now, but the portfolio I'm holding is not shaking. So those are the things that people listen to on the chat or on Telegram, on Twitter, on YouTube, and make a very wrong decision. You can imagine somebody who have sold his Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Litecoin, Cardano, and all of that just today, because somebody has posted that Bitcoin is going to go to $20,000. And they felt, okay, let me quickly sell my Bitcoin and buy at $20,000. How do you think those people would feel right now? They're not going to be happy. So I will always urge everybody, especially as a new person. For me, Felix, I'm a live student when it has to do with cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. I'm not playing. Every day I keep attention to learning. I learn, I sit down because I don't guess my market. I don't like it. I just want to be in charge of my market. I just want to be fine. I don't want to be under pressure. Yeah? So being under pressure is an error for me. Now, doing the guesswork is another terrible error for me. So I don't need that. Now, on the other side, fundamentally, a Bitcoin, by technical indicators, we are bearish. You don't need to be told. You saw the chart, for instance. If you were how much the other time, you can see that Bitcoin literally have been doing where's this guy? Where's you guy? Bitcoin. Yeah. Can you see Bitcoin literally have been struggling within here, below 40,000, 30,000. Can you see? Just like when it was up here, yeah, up here, then higher low, not up down here. Then we start having issues. Went to like, okay, Bitcoin look over here. Yeah. Higher low. Yeah. Then here, we're still, yeah, here, we're still, then the struggle now come here, right? We broke below the previous dip. Then we're struggling within here. And then it was to make it up here, then we broke down again to the same place. And never heard, then since then we have been in turmoil. Now, technically, like last week, was it last week? We said we closed below 21 EMA ribbon. And historically, once that happens, the market is bearish, right? The market is bearish, and we are going down. So, but over time, oh, so let me. Sorry. Okay. So look at it. We are totally, when I mean totally bearish, we are totally bearish. And if at the end of the day there was a struggle for the guy, oh, let me use hour. Sorry. Yeah, 4 hours. So our struggle was over and over, unable to break up here at $40,000. Yeah, and if we do, were to like come on and then hit previous time of 40, yeah, 45 around over here, for us to say, okay, we now have the next resistance at 49,000, the next at 50,000, then the next at 57,000, then over before we break the previous all-time high. Now, but the point is that eventually maybe create another all-time high, $67,000 or thereabout. Now, for now, we'll start having literally two volume, all right? We start having literally two volume. Excuse me. Yeah, we start having literally two volume. This volume was unable to take it up there because there were more selling pressure eventually, thereafter. Sorry, let me use this guy. See, stochastic. Sorry about that. Okay, close. Okay, so now, yeah, we gathering a little momentum, but I say one of the factors that can pull us down probably back to that $34,000. Holidays and people not buying and people are staying aside. Well, let me show us one thing that's just coming up now. Sentimentally, okay? One of the sentimental thing that could now bring us up back is this guy information. Was it? Biden proposed $6 trillion budget to make US more competitive. This is another palliative, right? If this palliative is dropped, right? If this palliative is dropped, then that will make a lot of sense again. Okay? So, no matter how is it, socially, part of the money will come into crypto. Right? Part of the money will come into crypto as simple as possible. And that will pull us up to an extent. Okay? So be on the watch for your crypto, Bitcoin. But for now, if I buy Bitcoin, or if I buy any coin, you know, just like in the deep, like I bought some Matic. I love Matic for a long time. I bought some Matic, I bought some Cardano, you know, I bought some coins like that. And what am I going to do, Felix? Let me go back here. Some of those coins you just bought newly, what are you going to do with them? Once Bitcoin hit 37,000, I'm going to sell part of the coin. Yeah, just a newly bought coin. Imagine I bought Cardano at the dip, and so that means bought Cardano when it was minus. I think it was 2 days ago, at 1.35 or thereabouts. So that means I'm on about 18% plus. If it were just like spot trading, if it's on call it for me. If it's on leverage, so maybe I don't use more than 3 or 4x or 5x. So if on leverage, I'll give and take maybe 60% or thereabout. You know, and so the moment I see BTC at about $39,000 or $37,000, I'm going to offload part of it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to touch my old trade. There's some of my old trade that I'm at loss so crazily. I don't bother about that. Why? It doesn't matter because that's why I don't trade. Yeah. Okay. What's this guy? Yeah, BTC struggling now. Let me go. Let me show you something. Yeah, and then I still open more trade, but I will watch as soon as BTC get up to $37,000. I'm going to sell part of my trade. Newly entered, right? Like Matic, I bought at 1.49 or something, or 1 point, you know. Now, if you check some of my trade, I'm at some crazy loss on some of them. However, most of them are not future trading anyway, so you need to know. Look at this. This is spot trade and all of that. So now I don't have business with these guys because market go down, market go down, market go up. Like today, I was about 20% here, and then you see I'm down back.
Take that.
Okay, so as simple as possible, I'm just showing us certain things. Now, when you are trading, when you are in your crypto, have a plan. So, but this guy, this is enough, you know, just sentimentally. A lot of people like, let me position myself before this money, before the budget is approved, before this, that, blah, blah, blah. Those are some of the fundamentals based on sentiment of people want to take positions before many people will start buying some of those coins because they know that, socially speaking, when this budget is approved, it's going to ripple effect, going to land on different knowing fully well that there are no much businesses that people could like get involved in. So president plans to involve in infrastructure, education, health, care, and more will post federal spending to its highest sustainable. Of course, you should know that that is a very super inflation. So this is another sentiment you should look at, okay? Now, for some of us who are starting or who have been in crypto, there's a project you're going to read about. Somebody don't ask me. Yeah, this guy is a long-time project called Tenor. Tenor is caps, you know. Tenor. Those of us, if you are in crypto, that's what I told you. If you are in cryptocurrency and you do not have a plan of, you know, short term, medium term, long term, and many years and generational, then you are actually abusing crypto. Yeah, I know why many people do Ponzi scheme because they don't have understanding of crypto and that abuse of crypto. If I see you and you are Ponzi scheme, personify. I just know that you are not. That's it. You are not just. If you know what is in this space, you will have more vision, more bigger vision to get involved. So this is an NFT token, say NFT based decentralized um, data, you know, and transmissions blockchain, and powered by Polkadot. Okay, you can read more about Tenor chain later, and I think the project is going to be on from next week, June, July, and of course the buy and lock. But be very careful. Be very careful not to go and just go on Telegram and type Tenor. you're going to see funny group. They will create a platform and start collecting people with Ethereum. You're right. So be very careful so that not to fall victim. Somebody will ask me, if Felix, how do I go about it? I've given the name of the coin and do some of your research, okay? And then you can read more about it. Just type tenor.com, TEARTRMOA.com. Yeah. Now go check and see more detail about it for yourself. And for me, I'm perceiving to see the project to be big in the future. Yeah. So, but some persons now is going to buy. Somebody's going to buy over time when they start selling. It's like, hey, Alex, bought and when am I going to sell? Yeah, understand that you can buy some project now. Maybe you use $1,000 to buy it. $1,000 used in buying a particular project, and thereafter, the project has not gotten to the limelight, and maybe one or two things event overtook it, and you will see that your money is back to $20. It doesn't matter. Just forget about it. Okay. Um, for a time being, movement of crypto, Bitcoin, and all of that would definitely have effect on some of those projects. But when market is coming back, you will have forgotten. What you need to do is to pay attention. Once market is like getting their pure direction of where they are going to, you just look for money and add up. Because when the project starts spiking, your how many percent lost? Okay, let's say if you put $1,000 to somewhere, and what you are having in that, you have your token. No matter how Bitcoin crashed down, one Bitcoin is equals to one Bitcoin. If you put $1,000 to place and it has reduced to $20 divided by 20, you've lost 50x, something like that. Okay, yeah, I'm sure. Multiply by 100. So you've lost 5,000%. Okay, yeah. Now, when the market is going to be up, the market can just first of all do 10,000%. So 10,000% from where you were. So 10,000%. Yeah, something like that. 10,000%. Yeah, divide by 100. That is 100 instead of 50x. So now your $20. Yeah, multiplied by 100. That you have $2,000. Now, smartly speaking, when you pay attention to some of those projects, when the market is deep down, and you collect more, maybe another just $200 of $100. Now, by the time it's going to do 50x, that's what your dollar, cost averaging, and your cost averaging, and that you'll be fine. So, anything I give to you is for educational purpose, not financial advice. Okay. I know my community where people on Bill with me, for instance. Yeah, I'm not sure I've even sent this one to Bill with me. So now those of us who attend these Sunday uh, services, it's a good advantage. And if you are still here and you're complaining of things not working and you don't know where you're going to make money, it's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate that I don't know. I don't know. So you just need to pay very serious attention, right? Just need to pay very serious attention to see, how you're gonna go. And yeah, I said if you buy the token, you don't need to be in a haste. You can just buy it, keep it and see what happens over time. And so I think you can get it on Get.io right now or something, about 5 cents. But the project is bigger than just like what you're saying. I think, yeah, okay, we'll just launch on Get.io 3 days ago. Today is 30th. And the final launch of it was on the, I think it was on the 25th or something, give and take, stuff like that. Okay, so for me, I just want to see the direction of the market properly before I buy more, okay? And those of you who get Does.io, I think just keep a little fund of money and then say, oh, hey, let me just buy you a little. Okay. Now, this opportunity on, please don't get this twisted. Next, for those of you guys who have your wallet whitelisted on BSC Pad, yeah, of course there are about 2 projects coming on BSC Pad. I think I posted that on the Telegram channel, not only on Bill with Me subscriber. I posted it both on the Bill with Me and on the Mega Green. So remember, the Mega Green is a free forum, and I've always been saying this: you don't need you don't need to necessarily be on bill with me to make it big in crypto. You don't need that. Somebody will say, why are you saying that? Yeah, bill with me is a subscribe platform. Those people who are there, it's my personal responsibility to make sure that I go in deeper and deeper to the deepest to research and get right information for people there. But nevertheless, we still bring those informations to general group. Some at the same time we just bring it over. But one thing I know is this: if you don't know how to place priority on value, when they come, you will not value them because I'm not going to hype anything. By the grace of God, we just going to tell you, hey, this is this, because nobody is island of knowledge, and you can. That's why when I meet people who, when somebody is talking to you about crypto and is so absolute about what he's saying, that is marketers. The marketers going to be absolute just for you to buy into those things. They are not necessary. And for me and you too, if you are not sensitive to know how to place priority on value, even if somebody is dishing out value, you wouldn't appreciate it, because appreciating value is not by hailing, oh my God, this guy is good, this guy is fantastic. No, it by taking advantage of it. Yeah, it by getting in, usually turning out to something positive, not when you just getting excited. Oh my God, right on, this makes sense. No, blah blah. No, 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 no. It doesn't really make any sense. What makes sense there is that you're able to use it to make money, and then you're fine. If you don't make money, guys, then it's not making sense. So those of us who have BSc part, and of course, you have to do your KYC to be, I know, but you will need to have certain qualifications. By the time you have BSc part, you can go on, and then there are two they want learn. I think Trump part is the kind of a partnership, all right, on BSc part, and there's something, the second one, about two of them. So, but I'm just looking at it technically. There could be a lot of hype around this Trump part when eventually they launch. And somebody can use sentiment to say that may have to have a ripple effect on TRX, that's Tron. And but this Tron part, now some of those projects I'm mentioning, they are actually long-term projects. But immediate time they could get pumped. Then when they pumped, you can take advantage of them to sell, or you buy them back, because if you sell some of those things, maybe when you sold, I'm sure Shiba have taught a lot of people in our community big lessons. Yeah, very big lessons have been taught by Shiba to our people. Yeah, because why? Shiba, people sold very early. People sold very early. They didn't know what they were doing. They were, hey, I make money. Oh my God, I make 2x, 3x. Even though we're saying, hey, this is a project that's going to be big, it's going to be that, it's going to that. No, a lot were just selling and just say, hey, I make money. And quite unfortunate. So you need to identify, even when you are doing your business, right? Even when you are doing your often buy and selling, you have to understand when to get involved in lofty project. Now, next on the line, this should not be a string thing to us. I've been always telling us, no matter what you are doing, your Cardano should not be played with. There was something that happened last week. That has been on. The the stuff have been on for long, and it just that finally was done last week. Yeah, that was this guy Cardano. There was a migration, right? You can read more. Binance is supporting that, and I'm sure that has happened on the 26th, right? It's a bringing ERC20 to Cardano. So don't play with this Cardano. Yeah, my not for you, but for me, what I'm doing on my Cardano, not for you, but for me. Okay. Um, yeah. Let me see. My target. Yeah. Don't put a trigger on my head if it doesn't happen. Okay. So be very careful. But I'm not saying that to impress you guys, and I'm not saying that to, just all keep you addicted to Cardano. Remember, nobody. Okay. Yeah. Nobody no investors, no business person is a total loyalist to any project, okay? But you must be very sensitive to know when to hold certain coin. My target, yeah, that should not go to your brain now. my medium target on Cardano, short and medium target on Cardano was actually about yeah, it's actually about $5 to $7. Now somebody's going to ask me if I should buy, but I don't know because I remember when I told everybody buy. Cardano was not up to that. That was long, and even a few weeks past, we're still talking about Cardano. Now, my immediate and medium term target of Cardano is yeah, is $5 to $7. All right. While long term is yeah, if it doesn't happen, don't put the triggers in my head. Is 15 to yeah, $28. I don't know. Now it may surprise you that over long time, Cardano may go to $100 or more. Nobody knows. Okay. So a time is going to come. Does it mean that Cardano will not come down from where it is now? Why not? BTC crashed down now. I'm not going to be surprised that you can still buy Cardano down as deep as 0.22. Yeah, very possible. Yeah. Now, how much is it now? It's $1.64 and all of that. But can Cardano go up more than that? Yeah, why not? Yeah, but there are a lot of resistance because of the all-time high of Cardano at about $1.81 and about $2.53. So that means Cardano make it up. All right, I have some my selling price over even $3 and so but we're having a very strong resistance both here and here. So you can get a come down. It's none of my business. So all right, and but looking at this, it is a sign for you not to play at all. Say, hey, what's happening and what's moving? See, say this is Agi. Agi now is going to have what they call a fork and converted to another token entirely, call another token entirely. And what's it? Binance make their early support for that. Even Gate.io did the same thing. Yeah, where are you? All right, look at what Binance said. Binance will support the Singularity next. All right, Agi hard fork and token migration plan. And that token now, you have nothing called Agi again. What's going to have is AGS, right? That's what we call a convertible Cardano. So moving from Ethereum blockchain back to Cardano blockchain. Now, this is a very massive thing. Cardano, it's a project that actually want to simplify, blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, smart contract over time. And either you believe or not, nobody asks you to believe it. All is this is just for you to act within the time frame and take advantage of it if you can. But if you cannot, why not? You can still, by the fence. And while others are just getting on. So why I always bring out some of those things is this. Don't get in crypto and just get carried away by pump and dump platforms or group of hypes, because what is very popular in crypto for a long time and up to now is the aspect of pump and dump. And we know, I can tell you till tomorrow, that the largest percentage of the world don't know about cryptocurrency. And those that know about cryptocurrency don't understand it. Does it mean cryptocurrency is hard? It's too technical? No, it is strange. And there's still so much make believe in it right now. And so, what people go on radio to say is how to just rip people off their head and money and tell them all some of those funny talk, how you're going to make this money and all of that, which is not true. But the best way is to get involved by yourself. But now, in summary, getting involved in crypto, like I always say, you don't need all the money. I've told us there's no amount of money that is too small, and there's no amount of money that is too big. The challenge may be that you probably will need relevant tools that you cannot afford. But you start from where you are. How? You start cryptocurrency and you tell, hey, you know what? I remember in January, the people are still asked to buy Matic, Cardano, XRP, and some other coins. Some didn't buy it. Some were like, well, how much is it going to pay me every month? And I said, I don't know. It's not an investment. You just need to buy and keep. And so the discipline and the sacrifice to buy and hold is always difficult. But don't get it wrong. Holding is not all about just holding blindly. Because there are so many persons that have been holding coins since 2017 now, and they are still deep. Because holding need to be, are you holding the right coin? And do you understand the market cycle? Understanding the market cycle is one of the great things that can help you to increase the volume of your holding. Example, if you understand the market cycle of Matic, for instance, which some of us on Be With Me we've been doing, right? If you understand the market cycle of Matic, now somebody was able to buy Matic, for instance. Let's say you were not informed practically much about Matic, but you get to know about Matic at 0.8 cent. That is 80 cents. And there you go, you bought 1,000 Matic. That is $800, right? On Be With Me, we said, hey, Matic is going up, and that run up they did, we said, hey, once we get to $2.7, Matic is going to struggle, and at 2.9, eventually is going to struggle. So what should you do? Now, I don't need to tell you you need to sell. All I knew was that, hey, market's going to be struggling at 2.7. And once that happened, if I tell you guys now I still have money I set to buy Matic at 30 cents, you will never believe me. And markets get up there and plumb back again. Yeah, market got there and plumb back down again to about 79 cents or thereabout. Now imagine somebody who have sold, yeah, it is never realistic that you're going to sell all. But you sold 500 pieces of Matic at, you are not going to sell at 2.7, because if I tell you, hey, market's going to go to 2.7, for me, if I were you, the moment the market gets to 2.2, I'm going to sell part that I want to sell. There you are, you're having $1,100. Remember, you still have 500 Matic. Good. Matic, that's what you need to know. Cycle information. And Matic was coming down, and eventually, let's say you may not be patient enough to allow Matic to come down to 70 cents before you buy, but you bought back at 1 cent, or even 1.2 cents, or 1.5 cents. Yeah, you're going to use $600 to buy Matic at $1.5. There you are, you have 400 Matic. Remember, you have remaining 500 Matic untouched. Now there you are, you have another 400 Matic. Then you have another $500 thereabouts, or $400 that is reserved. Now Matic come down, yeah, to $1. You use $300 to buy. Okay, so give and take. Now that means you have 300 Matic plus 400, making 700 Matic. 700 plus 500 is 1,200 Matic. Initially, you have 1,000 Matic. Now, Matic again got up to about 2.5. You're selling 700. The remaining half, you are not touching it. Now, you're selling 700 Matic by 1.2. Oh, sorry, 2.2, yeah, or 2.5. There you are, you have $1,750, and you didn't touch the remaining 500. Look at what you had. We said on our forum that Matic, those of us, if you sell or you just want to buy more, we said let people start buying Matic at 1.83 cents, which some did. We said they should buy at 1.65 cents, which some did. We said then the last, let them buy at 1.55 cents, which some did. Now we said if you break down so much, which it did, kiss down a little, but market revamp back, that we may see Matic back to less than $1, you know. And but let's go this way. $1,700, you bought some at $1.83. You bought some at $1.65, $1, whatever, $1, $1.55. Now this plus 1.65 plus 1.83. That's 5.3 divided by 3. So on the average, you bought Matic at 1.67. So let's pretend you bought it at 1.70. All right? Now you have dispensed. Let's pretend because you may need money. But I always tell friends when I'm accumulating money, I'm so disciplined that I don't want to look at it. You can call me anything. Hey, fellas, you need this, you need that. As far as something that can wait, I wouldn't waste my cash flow for unnecessary liabilities. Yeah. What's unnecessary liability? Yeah, fine. You're supposed to live fine, supposed to be okay. Even feeding, you're supposed to feed this way. And man, no, my cash flow is more important than any social life you want to live. Yeah, a lot of people are living very extravagant life now because they thought they've made so much money in crypto. I love crypto one thing. It will give it a bull run, it will drain it out and go to bear market. Those people sell off all the properties they bought, all the cars they bought, and all of that, and will not cope in the bear market like what happened in 2018. They sold off everything. And now some start doing, man, crypto is very dangerous, not easy. Now I understand why financial institutions don't want to buy into crypto because it's too volatile, it's not reliable, blah, blah. Those are the funny things people will be saying. And eventually they start doing, I'm not saying doing network marketing, those ones that are doing joining the GNLD and sorry mentioning names and all of that. But I was there anyway. I was a top leader in Forever Living product. They're very fantastic network marketing, but I'm not a good networker, hyping people, talking to people, making ginger your head, man, it damn not easy. So I just love to make cool money silently. You just like this guy is not serious. And now people, my friends call me, I'm going to long reach, short reach, stuff like that. I was like, come on, it's not money you're looking for. Why don't you stay here, focus? No, is it wrong to diversify? Absolutely no. And that's exactly what used to happen in crypto. At the end of a cycle, we go bear market. Everything that people wave off, their money sounds like MMM. And those conventional business guys start telling you, oh, I told you Bitcoin, cryptocurrency is a bullshit, it's nonsense, and all of that. Now, because you fail to plan yourself, so the same thing, your cash flow is very important where you're doing your crypto you know. And so with that, let's say you're unable to discipline yourself because it bound to happen as a newcomer, and you have made up to $1,750. Let's pretend that you only use $1,200 to buy Matic, at about 1.70. There you go. You have 705, and you have about 500 and something dollars. But let's say you are a disciplined person. Yeah, at least $1,500. Divide by 1.7. Yeah, you have 882 Matic. Now, if that happened, 882 Matic plus 500, you have about 1,382 Matic. Now you have 1,000 units of Matic before, but with this movement, especially in this bull run, you'll be able to move it to this. Now let's pretend that Matic could break all the resistance and get to $3.1. Yeah, there you are. You're going to be seated on $4,200 from your $1,000. And now somebody who kept his own 1,000 pieces, or from $800, right? 1,000 pieces multiplied by 3.1, yeah, something like this, 3.1. That's about $3,100. So you see the difference of you who follow the trend, yet you are holding, because when you sell, you're always eager to buy back because you wouldn't want the market to recover and you'll not be able to buy back. Okay? So pay attention, help yourself. And first of all, you're a new person. The first thing you need to pay attention to is how to have access to relevant information and how to build your capacity of understanding, know what to do per time, how to understand entry and exit point, what the support and what the resistance. And, all right, understanding how to use the volume to trade. And it's on that note we tell people, hey, you know what? On Plan B, what we do is that we don't compel people to go to the academy. But we encourage people, first of all, you are new, join the forum, join Mega Green. We have about 3 WhatsApp group now, but over time, I may be doing much activities on the Telegram. So if you are new or you are old and you're not used to the Telegram, I will encourage you guys to go into the Telegram effectively, okay? So that some of informations you can be using, paying attention so that we can help ourselves a lot. And from free information, because I've met a lot of people who they are not on the crypto academy. They've met me. I just want to do well in this crypto space. I saw their readiness. I saw how curious, how dedicated they were. And I said, okay, no problem. You know what? Just start from the free platform, pay attention. And then from there, you pick up. And then from where you pick up, you can subscribe on the Crypto Academy Basic, Intermediate, up to Master. But for now, I tell people, just do Basic and Intermediate. Over time, you have enough money, you go for the advanced where you can learn some research strategy, go to the master class where you can learn some technical indicators. And then, but for now, basic is $70, intermediate is $100, advanced is $200, while the master class is about $400. And our bill with me is $500 per year, for people who have joined from January to the end of June. Yeah. But after June ending, yeah, the fee is going to be reviewed up. I don't know, maybe 1,000, maybe $1,200, maybe $1,500, maybe 2,000, maybe 10,000. Then what happened to the old people? $150 is what they pay, and that's what they repeat paying. So everyone who had been in bill with me before this year, throughout the year, past long years, what they need to renew continually is not going to change. It's 150. And then people who were privileged to be part of bill with me from beginning of this year to June, when they renew next year, even if Bitcoin likely to go to $1 million, they're not going to pay more than $500. Now, if you're joining after June, yeah, I don't know how much you're going to pay, but I certainly know it's not. I certainly know it's not going to be $500, right? So it's certainly not going to be $500. So whatever you pay that time is what you're going to pay. Now, somebody will like, hey, Felix, are you not making it more difficult for people? No. As long as we're concerned, we're still going to be doing a lot of free training information. One thing I know is this. People who cannot even pay or who don't want to pay for value, even when you give it to them free, they will not place value on it. I've seen it. I'm speaking from experience. They'll still tell you, I don't even know what's happening. Let me make a smile for loud. You're going to laugh now. A woman approached me and online, I don't know him or her face to face. And he said, hey, I want to know about cryptocurrency. I want to make money. I said, okay. I said, you know where you're going to start from? I said, Plan B, this is what we do. We have free group on the WhatsApp, and then we have every week, every Sunday for free updates and crypto, opportunity and all of that. So we have that, you attend, and then on the forum, just pay attention. Then over time, it is expedient you know how to look for money and subscribe for Bill with me and pay for the academy, and then we take it up from there. But you have to shun anything that has to do with Ponzi scheme because it's going to affect your focus, right? Your attention is going to be affected, and so don't pay attention to Ponzi scheme. Now, funny enough, he was there. Now, why I wanted him or her to be on the forum was that he can be listening, even if it looked like a Chinese, let him be listening. Now, one day he just called me. No, he just exit the group, and he chatted immediately. It's like, so I was not getting what's going on here. I think I need to exit and cool off my brain. I don't want to be there again. Let me just go off. When I go off, so after some time, when I'm ready, I'll come back. Yeah, you guys are gonna laugh. Do you know when this thing happened? When Bitcoin was still $3,700. When Ethereum was still about $87, $120. And even though I told her just buy Ethereum, buy Bitcoin, buy BNB. BNB was $5, $7. Buy Ethereum, buy BNB, just like some coins, keep in your wallet while you were listening to what they are saying there. Of course, he was not interested because he doesn't understand value. You know, when he come back to call me, hey, Felix, where am I going to start from? So unfortunately, the group you are supposed to be so that you learn is filled up. I cannot add you. I cannot create any new group to add you. And I can tell you, if you come back then, it's getting more complex than before because nobody's going to attend to you for anything. So that's this issue. People don't place value. And that's why we call a lot of things nonsense because we don't place sense on them. And so, so what I advise everybody, every information that comes your way, I'm not talking about Ponzi scheme, okay? When I mean information, some updates, some news, from, fundamental things about the project comes your way. Pay attention, read. You don't understand, ask questions. When Ponzi comes your way, I have a law. When somebody just send me any Ponzi scheme, I just delete it. So because what you don't want, you don't watch. Yeah. So I just delete it. Once Ponzi scheme, no, I just delete it. Because I've tried it to see how I can help my community. It has killed them more than how it made them. I'm sure many people who still did up to 2019 can tell you and open their book of lamentation to you how much money they lost. And so coming to my platform now to talk about Ponzi scheme, I don't think even in dream will not work. So for new people, you pay attention to getting real value, learn, ask questions. And that's why the Telegram, the WhatsApp group is there for Mega Green. Join, be there free. Nobody's charging you for anything there. Join the Telegram. If you don't have Telegram, download, just put your detail, and then you can take the link, go to the Telegram channel. And I've told us, I've repeated it over and over on the group. I send my, my YouTube page. Go there, click, like, just subscribe and like it. When I send any updates, you can always see, or you can see all trainings. Most of the trainings I've done, they are there, free. Nobody's charging you for that. So stuff like that. Now, for those of us who have been doing, and somebody's asked me, I don't know what's going on and all of that. You won't be with me, you don't know what's going on. Now, sometimes we felt that trading means opening your laptop every day, buy this coin every day. No. You have to be strategic. I can be on a particular day for 2 months. That's a swing. But when I'm going to close that trade, I may record some crazy amount of money. Yeah, holding. Not just holding for nothing, but within the cycle, I maintain some sell-off and buyback, sell-off and buyback. I've used example Matic. Exactly what I showed us was what I did on Matic. So I have a fraction that I just kept on the staking. I don't bother myself about that. And then still swinging. And I'm sure like Cardano, I was doing that, but the massive move of Cardano has not really happened. Probably by next month, July, getting to when the test net of my September, you'll be seeing some crazy move in Cardano. Why not? I can start swinging it and all of that. So those are the basic things. And so for those of us who are old people, and for those of us, I smiled in Swahili last week when somebody asked me about, we just finished a training on tree cameras. Yeah, so I don't have time to do AI today again, maybe next week. And so we did training on tree cameras. What interests me so much was that people who are so busy, they are working, they are doing studies and all of that, they have to like charge me. Most time we miss out the class. Please, we want to organize. I told them, hey, you know what? If you're going to drive me because I'm trading now, I don't have time. I'm not sure I saw this in our office in Port Harcourt throughout last week. I don't think so. Predominantly, I never love office. I'm not the office type. I'm not bureaucratic in nature. So I'm so very, very unpredictable. And so most of them are okay, for you guys to undertake this training, you're going to pay for what's supposed to be paid as a training fee for three comments. You know what? Very many of them paid. And they were coming. I'm sure there was value added. But what it has started is that, okay, there will be some exclusive training I will have to do. I'll post it over there on their group. Now, somebody may want to ask me, hey, fellas, when are you going to organize that type of training again? I don't know. I'm not sure because I don't have all the time. 24 hours is damn too small for me. That's the truth. Yeah. Considering what I pray for. What I pray for was, I see myself as I'm failing sometimes. And what would I pray for? God, first thing that matters, you. Second thing that matters, my family. Right? So I don't want any position than to be the best husband to my wife and then the best father to my children, to my best of my ability. But at a point, sometime I look at Phyllis, you are taking the time of family too much for business. But everything is time, it's just sacrificial in nature. And that's what sometimes it pains me to Bangamaro. You try, you research, you do study, you want people to take advantage of it, and people will still like looking sideways, going for Ponzi scheme. Man, crazy. That's not good. Yeah. So by now we ought to have stabilized for those of us who have been in Plan B for more than 1 year, more than 6 months, and all of that. For those of you who are just coming in, some people just subscribe for Be With Me today and I've added you. You're welcome. But it's a gradual process. Don't be overwhelmed. And I can tell you, you're going to achieve very, very great. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming online and for this training tonight. And our next meeting again for this regular weekly next week. And by tomorrow, by the grace of God, those of us on Be With Me, I'm going to post on our forum. Probably we can have a review tomorrow evening, maybe by 9 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. at the same time. And then some other low gem review we're trying to do. We have concluded some, but the unfortunate thing is that the breakdown of Bitcoin, so which is very, very uncertain, is what's like has still made us not to have bring them up, but give and take, we'll try to see if we're able to get them done as fast as possible. Yeah, because the market not stable, so the market is still very, very dangerous. Because I think we can maintain uptrend over time. So, right. So please, you have a questions, you can type your question. Okay, you have your questions, you can type your questions, so attend to them very quickly. Okay, I'm going to take questions one after the other right now. Okay, somebody say we should mute. Okay, no, they are off already, and I don't tell anybody to mute his mic. Somebody say, hey, his target is $133 for BNB or Matic. Yeah, my Matic immediate time for my Matic is actually immediate and medium term Matic is actually. I told those guys that 2.5 of Matic is undervalued. Short and medium time is actually about $6, and for a bit of mid long times about $12 of Matic. Yeah, something like that. What is the link to the free Telegram channel? Yeah, you chat out with me later. I can send you the link, or chat out with the person who invited you, and then so that I can send you both the. If you're on the WhatsApp, and if you have been there on the WhatsApp for more than 2 months, we've been posting the link for Telegram, so you can pick it up from the WhatsApp group where you are. What's view about holochain? The Quiet Maiden project everywhere today. I don't think I have, but Holo is a very I think Holo that's hot. Yeah, it's a very good project, but of course we have to be very careful. One of the things is that altcoin can be very fantastic and can make you fast and can break you fast. That's why you see major guys who trade crypto very well don't like trading altcoin like that because they know that fast up, fast down. So if they get in, they get out and put it back to Bitcoin. Unless you're able to go in, into digging in like the way we used to do in Bill with Me. Imagine Matic. No matter what's happening to Matic now, I'm not sure any of us who in Bill with Me who was obedient, even up till January this year, even up to last month, when Matic was still less than 30 cents. I'm not sure you'll be panicking for any reason right now, considering the fact that the project going on Matic now is super, super amazing. So those are the things. Obedience is very important for us. Okay, you are blessed. Yeah, we pray for God grace, man. It's just by the grace of God. Thank you. God bless you, man. Some of us got Matic on Thursday at 2.2 with the hope that it will get to $3. It's better. What do you think? No, 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 no. Buy Matic at 2.2. It's not as if it's wrong, but I'm sure, I'm sure you have a miscalculation. I'm sure you have a miscalculation. Even if Matic was going to go to $3 from 2.2, considering the movement of Matic, I'm not sure you buy Matic at 2.2 was a smart one. But however, you do nothing. Yeah, I buy Matic anytime I like. If you check, I have an account, I bought Matic. I bought at 2.15. So me and you were not too much far. But for me, I was not even interested. I just love buying Matic. But you, if you were buying Matic just to like make money and go off the money and all of that, and you bought it at 2.2, yeah, well, that's a wrong decision. Yeah, but for like someone like me that don't bloody care what happened, let me show you. Matic, look, I bought $500 worth of Matic at how much? Look at it here, 2.15. Yeah, yeah, and then look at what price I sell to sell, $3.2 and $5.3. Yeah, up here. So it doesn't really move me. If it break down, I cancel it and keep my Matic. So it doesn't matter how much I bought it, okay? So just understand it. Most of you on SNS. SNS is one of our old projects. I don't know how much I bought SNS, but I know it's a flipping nonsense amount of money I bought SNS. Bought SNS less than $1. And so whatever SNS is doing now, I don't have business with it. It's part of my holding portfolio, holding to my chest in maybe the next 5 years. So I don't have business with SNS. Because SNS was one of the first tokenized stock protocol for a very long time. So we got involved. Unless you are just new in crypto and buying into it now, it's good. But just expect that market will still pull back, and eventually when it pull back, you may have your SNS down on the ground, and it's like, oh my god. So you don't bother yourself. So but it's a good project. Okay. Can we have today's Zoom meeting on our YouTube channel and so okay, maybe later. Okay, midway or not. Okay. What's your price prediction for Matic long time? Okay, I think I've answered that. What's your view on BTT and Win? We had loads of BTT and Win for long. I don't even review any of these coins again. BTT, Win, I don't review those coins. We are bull, crazy money on Win, and that is Wink, and I don't even do any review on them again. So, but maybe I'll try and check over, thereafter. The best way to move Matic in and out of Matic mainnet. Oh, come on. Best way, it all depends on what you're doing with it. Now, listen, you don't just move Matic or a coin to a place where people are moving to if you have no purpose for it. For instance, if I do not have purpose to stake Matic on Celsius, I will move it there. I will leave it, right? Now, on the mainnet, even though the V2 and the V1, they are still existing there. If you have a stake of Matic on the foundation, they are still existing there. So you can move it from any of it, either from the V1 or from the V2. So there's no place you have it on the wallet that you cannot move it. So there's no point trying to move, because when you are moving, connecting to your MetaMask, you're going to be charged few Ethereum to do those transactions. So there's no point. I have no business with Eugenie now. This is Eugenie and all of this thing are not project that do review for general forum. Okay, yeah, just buy it and keep it there. Somebody's saying VRT. Yeah, VRT. I've been accumulating some VRT as I have time. I bought some and just go and keep it in my wallet, and then some I was playing with. Let me check it here. I was playing with some VRT sometime. Yeah, it's here. Here, I hope it's gonna come up. Yeah, I love playing with VRT. I love playing with VRT with you. Okay, I think it's coming down again. Maybe I'm gonna buy more again. Because yeah, it's coming down again. Because this one was like 1 BAB previously now. And so it's coming down again. I'm gonna buy more. So I've been doing some kind of transactions. Sorry about that. I cannot do all of those things now. So VRT, my sentiment about it is just like I just bought and go and keep in my wallet so that immediately they come on. Immediately Binance will list it. I know that there may be a pump, not a guarantee anyway. So when there is pump, I sell up and then wait for it to dip back. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Who's it? Okay, no, I can't do that right now. Okay, how about cheese and ICP? Yeah, ICP, yeah, somebody say quick swap. Yeah, I don't think I've connected any other thing on quick swap, but I think there are other things. Now, for this person asking of ICP, cheese is a long-term project, it's a good project. For ICP, I still have a lot of things because there are no more fundamental information about ICP for now, even technical information about ICP. So, for me, look at it, ICP, yeah, I cannot read much matrix about ICP. I cannot get some this thing. That's by hypes, by hypes, by hypes. There can be a lot of things about ICP, but technically, getting some good data about ICP have not really come to an extent. Yeah, sorry. So there are still many things that have not been completed for ICP. But for me, I think it's a nice project considering what they want to achieve. So and the guy have been strong. I've been very, very strong up there and all of that. Well, fine. Now, one thing is they don't trade a coin you don't read fundamental about. No matter how anybody is hyping it, you have to have fundamental about. I don't do that anyway. I don't buy into a coin that I have no fundamental about. So, but I think, but of course, the guy is still not like big volume stuff, and so anything can happen and it pull back. And so, all right, somebody's asking a question. I think I'm going to stop in the next 1 minute. Somebody says, what do you have about the policies and sentiment in terms of regulation? Don't you think a good idea for crypto to be regulated? You cannot regulate crypto, you can regulate use cases, you can regulate stock platforms. So crypto itself cannot be regulated. So you can regulate people, you can regulate, platforms, you can regulate stuff like that. So those regulations and all of that, they're going to be there. Don't think crypto is just going to do magic within a day. No. I've been telling people for a very long time, expect anything in crypto for a long time, not today. Crypto is better right now. 5, 6, 7 years ago, people will laugh at you when you talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I have a lot of friends, uncles who have done ICANN and I cannot. They are chartered. They felt they know so much about finance, and I don't struggle finance with them. That's their discipline. But I tell them they don't have anything called financial intelligence and financial literacy. But they can be a consultant on usual stuff. And so they told me, one of my uncle have to even tell me, hey, Felix, You know, by the time they are done with this thing, I will know what. I just told it that one. I said, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you. Just forget about it. Just write it down. The day you're going to come into my conference, and you will be forced. You will tell the people at the entrance that this is my small younger brother. You know, I want to come in. They say, no, 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 we have a protocol here. And they tell you to pay $10,000 to enter a conference. And that's when I'll remind you what I've said. Because it's going to go there. So many things will be scrapped out, and you have formalities and some other things. It may not be 5 years, may not be 10 years. It may not even be 20 years. All right, maybe more years to come. I told us tokenized stuff. I was thinking of 2027, but you saw what's happening already. So it's faster than expected. So I may say 10 years, and I may say 20 years, I may say 30 years, and it may just be like 10 years now, everything just changed. But the thing is this, when it gets there, it's going to be more difficult for a layman and retail traders. So that's why you need to get involved faster right now. Get what you can get. There are coins you don't sell anyhow. If you are still trading now, you can't carried away by the dollar value. You are not ready at all. It should be a point now that even if you buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin worth of $10,000 and it get drained down to $200, and you don't bother as long as the quantity you have is there, you don't bother. That's it. You know. So that just it. There are a lot of things we need to learn. I've told you guys that time is going to come. Even government or people, some capitalists will sponsor terrible news about Bitcoin, about cryptocurrency, for people to run away. And so it only takes people who are dogged, who have set themselves to go to any lengths to stay. And that similar thing happened. Okay, China banned, China didn't ban, China did this, India banned, all manner ban. Everything's banning. You know, Elon Musk twisted, Elon Musk didn't twisted, and blah blah. Stuff like that. We expect those things to happen. And so it will keep happening. They have not even happened so crazy. A time is going to come, you'll be panting. Even what you form, you think you know about crypto, a time is going to come. Your heart will be breaking. You'll say it's like the end has come to cryptocurrency. I remember 2018 when I think I was with our group in Enugu, the president of Mr. Parkins and Mr. Romatic, and I was telling them, hey, you know what? Bitcoin was about $15,000 that time. I say, hey, you know what? I have kept some USDT on ground to buy Bitcoin at $3,000. And I think one of them just told me, hey, it will never happen. Come on, how? And finally, when we go there, they were like, so when I was telling people that I still have my market set at $17,000 for Bitcoin, $12,000 for Bitcoin, $7,500 for Bitcoin, and even $2,500 for Bitcoin. Like, come on, never. Somebody posted the other time when Bitcoin, was $65,000, and then come down and say, Bitcoin will never see $30,000 again, never, it's over. I say, come on, look at this guy. I'm not going to be surprised I can wake up tomorrow and see Bitcoin at $25,000. Doesn't matter. So it's part of the thing, but your readiness. So now you tell me, hey, Felix, the USDT you kept to buy Matic at 30 cents, aren't you going to take it to buy back at this price? No. If they didn't sell for me, they leave my money for me. That's a simple thing. Okay, so guys, still have a nice time, and we've been planning our tour for long. It's getting more tighter. Maybe we'll hear from Mr. Parkins later in the day, whatever he told me. And but it's just getting more tighter. But if it's not coming up on time, we may just have a conference in Port Harcourt. So anyone who is capable from any part of the country, outside the country, want to fly down to Port Harcourt for us to plan a very big conference event, maybe 3 days powerful event in Port Harcourt. We're able to do that. I'm just like getting more lazier every day. To leave my room in a second is getting more tighter. Yeah, okay. Somebody say something. Okay, everybody do have a nice time. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, boss. I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Oh, Richie, you in the house?
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you, sir. God bless you, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Yes, thank you, everybody. So I hope everybody is
Good night, sir.
Joy.
God Felix, thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, Mama. Officer.
The boy is going out.
Oh,
I really appreciate you, sir.
all right, Mama. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Enjoy yourself. So please don't panic sell your coins, huh? Don't sell anyhow.
No, sir.
Okay, sir.
You know.